How many employees?
Hello, I'm Tim Guest from Frontline Consultancy. We're an SAP Business One partner based in the UK. I'm joined here at SAP TechEd Madrid by Bobby Vetter, SVP for SAP's Global Ecosystems and Channel Readiness, and also by Robert Chu, who is Global Head of Development for Global Head of Business One Development and Support. Thanks for joining me today at TechEd, guys. We've got a really great atmosphere in the place, haven't we? And I've seen quite a lot of people actually been speaking about Business One today, which is good to see. Before we get into the questions, Robert, can you just tell our viewers a bit more about what your role at SAP involves?
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. First, thanks a lot for being with you and with the crowd. It's great to be here. I really love the concept of TechEd and Sapphire next to each other. It's so inspiring, and it's great. You know, maybe I start and say, what is the strategic objective of SAP? We want to realize 40% of our revenue with partners by 2015. That means this business with partners is growing fast. It's getting more important. So my role within E&C is to make sure we roll out the products efficiently in the go-to-market, make sure we have the right pricing in place, the right economic model for the partners, but also make sure the partners are getting enabled in an efficient way. Obviously, together hand in hand with our colleagues from development.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, thanks for that. And what about yourself, Robert? Can you tell us what you do?
Yeah, sure. Tim, very nice meeting with you, and also, very happy to be here at the SapphireNow TechEd. So I run the global Business One development and the support organization. So my team is responsible for the solution, product management, the actual product development, as well as the after-sales product support.
Okay, excellent. Right.
So we are very happy to work together with Bobby's team, hand in hand.
Good relationship.
Support our partners to win in the market.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. The last year for Business One has been very exciting. We've seen the launch of SAP Business One On Demand, the cloud ERP solution for the small enterprise. Some IT commentators and also SAP partners have commented that Business One and SAP's other cloud ERP solution, by design, could be on a collision course. I mean, how would you respond to that view?
Well, that's a good question. Look, basically, I have to say first, Business One and Business by Design are great products, right? But built for a specific purpose. Business One is built for small enterprise. Business by Design is built for mid-size enterprise. Okay. And yes, occasionally it could happen that some partners might pitch a Business One for the same customers and some others do Business by Design. But I have to say this is really an exception. Okay. We have millions of customers in the SME segments, and we have hundreds of thousands of subsidiaries in the market. So you cannot avoid that there is some overlap and sometimes competition. But let me tell everybody here, important is that an SAP solution wins at the end. Yeah. So I don't mind if B1 or Business One, but SAP needs to win. Definitely. And some overlap is healthy, some competition is healthy, but we really see it as an exception.
Okay, that's fine. Right. Yeah. Let's talk HANA now. Clearly a key topic for both SAP and its partners. As well as Business One on Demand, this year we've seen the launch of SAP HANA Analytics, and we'll also be seeing SAP running on full HANA. Tell me more about the plan for HANA on Demand in the cloud.
Okay, so I will start. I guess Bobby can add to that. So for Business One, we started with Business One Analytics on HANA. So that's a side-by-side approach. B1 on SQL Server for transactions, and the B1 Analytics on HANA for analytical stuff. So this is the very first step. And then just 1 month ago, we launched the Business One on HANA. That's the completed OLTP transactions and analytics in one system for our customers. So we see the natural evolution that in the future, Business One on HANA will be available through cloud.
Okay. So it's almost like a three-stage approach then you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
But let me also say, maybe if I might add from go-to-market, it's very important that Business One has inbuilt the best technology we can offer to the market. And it's for next generation, but available today for the small enterprise customer. That's outstanding. I think that's fantastic news that we have HANA inbuilt in Business One. And everybody is excited. The partners are excited. They see that SAP invests in a product for small enterprise, and you get all the best components, ingredients that available within SAP.
With the latest and the greatest technology from the whole industry that actually made available to our small enterprise customers.
Okay, brilliant. I know HANA runs on Linux. What is HANA going to mean for the end users and for the IT departments? I mean, are they going to need to learn new skills?
Well, I think for the end user, they will not see that HANA runs on Linux. It's more for the IT folks, I believe. But you know, you need to consider that Linux was once a niche operating system some years ago, but now Linux is close to number 2 or 3 operating system. If you compare to Linux, to Unix and to mainframe, it's catching up fast. It's just Microsoft is leading the track, but but if you compare, Linux is growing at 18, 19% the next 4 or 5 years, and whereas the rest is growing by 3%. So it shows us that Linux is getting more important. But back to your question, yes, we need to enable partners how to handle Linux, but I think that's a normal thing we need to do in the go-to-market.
So exactly as Bobby said, it may not be a bad thing for the IT folks to start to learn Linux because it's growing very fast. And also, SAP is now teaming up with Novell to offer Linux training to B1 partners. On the product development side, since I'm responsible for that, we are also going to provide product enhancements, so we hide away the Linux complexity on the OS level, so more and more things can be done through B1 itself.
Okay, and I suppose it's our job as a partner to work with the end user's IT team if they do want to learn the skills and helping them to administer it. So, okay. Business One analytics on HANA initially is quite a big capital outlay for the small business. What's SAP's value proposition to justify this expense?
I think, you know, if you consider costs, I think if you just consider cost or investment, that's probably not the correct view. We should say, what's the return on investment? And by the way, one return you get, and you said Linux or end user, what the end user sees is superior analytics, fast analytics. You can make better decisions. You can search things through enterprise search. You don't lose a lot of time to search. So there's a lot of efficiency gains. But what I believe with HANA, you can do real-time decision. In the transaction, you can make a decision based on variant influencing factor. You couldn't do that before. So this is about business value. And when I hear about the feedback from all these live customers, they actually confirm this is a great value we get. So they will never miss it again. They don't give it away anymore. They want to keep it. So it's great return on investment, what we see.
Great.
Absolutely. So today the ROI is already compelling for many of the customers who have decided to invest in Business One analytics on HANA. And then also there's this Moore's law in the industry. Every 12 to 18 months, the price of the hardware drops by half, or the capacity doubles. So you know, as time goes, I think more and more customers will start to see the tremendous value of Business One analytics.
And Tim, it's also an emotional topic, right? Because buyers make decision here, not here. You justify your emotional decision you've done with rational arguments. So if you pitch HANA analytics real time, people start to smile if they look at it. That's what we need to do. We need to make people smile. And that's the thing we need to do with HANA.
As you say, once they've experienced it, they're not going to want to go back to their old system.
No,
never. If they have a genuine need for the product.
I would urge any audience, if you haven't seen a Business One analytics on HANA demo, go see the demo, feel for yourself.
Excellent. Okay, let's move on now. I know that the end goal for Business One is to run entirely on HANA. What do you see in the future for Business One and SQL Server?
Well, I have to say the end goal we've already achieved. Business One is running on HANA natively. Transactional, OLTP and OLAP analytical on one HANA on the same box. This is already a reality. We have already first live customers, by the way. We're not making big drums now. We see them more at FCOM, but this is reality. The question is now, how do we create volumes with it? And our strategy is that we first go after the bigger small enterprise customer, if I may say so. The bigger customer means 30, 40 user environments or more. Once we have this done and the TCO lowers over time, we will go to the lower segments. I would say within the midterm, HANA will be our default shipment in SAP, and then gradually reduce the share of Microsoft SQL. So we're not saying we stop Microsoft SQL. There's still a choice, but obviously we want to make HANA as our default option for the go-to-market.
Absolutely right. So HANA is the future direction, and as of today, we still have most of our customers and partners on SQL Server. So we'll continue to support B1 on SQL Server, and then for the SQL Server install base, they can choose either to upgrade to B1 HANA, or they can stay with the SQL Server for transaction and then use B1 Analytics on HANA for analytical capability.
Yeah.
And then we have the B1 on demand. B1 on demand offers the choice of consumption, so you can choose between on-premise SQL Server or on-premise HANA, or you can choose the on-demand HANA or SQL Server.
And Tim, I tell you, at the end, the customer can decide. If you see the two options next to each other, you go HANA.
Okay, so again, it's just about giving the customers that choice, which is great. I've got a question I want to throw in now that isn't initially scripted. At the keynote today, we saw the Chief Marketing Officer of Ariba on stage, and he mentioned Business One. How do you see the relationship with Ariba working for SAP, and how do you think it would benefit Business One users?
Maybe you can address what you do in development from a go-to-market perspective. We have already first intensive alignment session with the Ariba management team, and I think both sides we see tremendous business opportunities. Why is that? Because Ariba has the biggest network, business network that exists, and we have more than 700,000 sellers on the Ariba side. So why can we not promote our customers to become part of the Ariba network? Tremendous value for our customers, because you leverage and sell your product to thousands of buyers on the other side. So this is a tremendous value, but also enhances the value proposition for our partner, because you say you are connected to the business environment. That's the key thing.
That's what Jim Hagemann Snaber said, didn't he? He said, what happens for Ariba customers who aren't using SAP? Well, there's a multitude of products that they could be using. So,
Yeah, absolutely. To support this go-to-market initiative, so on the development side, we are also going to deliver out-of-box integration package to enable B1 customers to integrate with the Ariba network. First step on the buy and the sell side, and then later on the sourcing side.
Okay. Last question now, guys. I know we've got version 9 of Business One. It's about to enter ramp up. What are your top 3 items of really cool functionality that you think is going to get Business One users and ourselves as partners excited?
Well, there is a lot of new stuff, Tim. It's hard to reduce to 3. If you would ask me now, probably it's bin location.
Definitely, yeah.
So bin location, obviously, if you're in warehousing, you know it's important. It makes your warehousing more efficient.
Yeah.
You run better processes, you find the stuff quicker, faster stock movements, reduces error handling, and you also can create a lot of these location tags automatically that you can tag the products and you find it.
Okay.
So bin location. Second is purchase request.
Okay.
Why that? Because if you're a bigger organization, you like to have a control between what you want to order and who approves the order. So purchase request is very important, gives us better control and visibility in the procurement process. And what could be the third? Bin location, we had purchase request. General ledger.
Okay.
There is a much more feature to find the right general ledger item.
GR account determination.
Yes, automatically, so this reduces error handling. You
really
can use variants of identifying elements like what do you have, item groups or business partner groups or tax account, or there's various things you can use to set your settings to automatically detect the right general ledger account.
So great stuff. Exactly. The B1 9.0 is our next major release. It's going to be released to the market end of this year. December 20th, and then this is going to be our best ever Business One release, packed with lots of new features. Bobby picked 3. If you ask other people, they may pick slightly different 3. My favorites, I would say bin location is one, and fixed assets. Fixed assets used to be an add-on. Now it's going to be merged back into core. And it's not only a simple merge back, it's actually much more enhanced functionality. It's available for all the localizations of Business One. And then there's an implementation center, so the partners can easily organize all the implementation activities together. All the tools are together, and then there's clear documentation. There is a workflow, lots of great new features.
Well, I've got a session booked with the Business One guys tomorrow to get hands-on with a new version, so I'll have a look at all of those functions. So Bobby and Robert, thank you both very much for your time. So I've enjoyed speaking with you, and it's great that we can actually get Business One involved on TechEd TV. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Tim, for the interview, and for everybody for listening. Excellent. Have a nice tech at Sapphire and
Yeah.
hear you soon.
Yeah, enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Rolf.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks.
Thank you, Dean.
Yeah. Are you guys going
Okay,
to, you guys
cool.
going to Demo Jam tonight?
I'm going to have a team dinner.